Welcome to LearnCity. In today's class, we'll be looking at public cooperation. Public cooperation. Public cooperation is defined as any government establishment or enterprise set up by an act of parliament to provide essential services such as electricity, postal services, water corporation, Nigerian Airway, and Nigeria Port Authority. Public cooperation is simply defined as any establishment or enterprise that is set up by an act of parliament to provide essential services to citizens of a country. It is defined as any government establishment or enterprise set up by an act of parliament that to provide essential services to citizens of that country. That is what we call public cooperation. The next thing we'll be looking at is the reasons for establishment of public cooperation. The first reason why we establish public corporations is because of the huge capital that is involved in the establishment of public corporations. Most public corporations are corporations that normal individuals cannot provide. They are essential services that normal individuals cannot provide due to the huge capital that is involved in establishing it. That is one of the reasons why that is one of the reasons for the establishment of public corporation, because of the huge capital that is involved in establishing it. Hence, we need government involvement. Another reason why we establish public corporation is the provision of essential services by government for the people. Public corporation, as we explained in the definition, they are government enterprises that are put in place by an act of parliament to provide essential services for the people. Now, one of the reasons why the government establishes public corporation is to provide essential services for the people. These essential services are services that if private individuals would provide the services for them, it will come at a higher cost. Hence, we need the government to provide these essential services for the people. Another reason is to prevent the exploitation of this public corporation by private individuals. If we were to pay for electricity, if a private individual owns electricity in a country and we have to pay for it, we'll be paying for it at an higher price because these people are doing this business for profit and not to provide essential services for the people. They are doing it to gain profit for themselves. So to prevent exploitation by private enterprises, the government establishes public corporation. The next reason why the government establishes public corporation is for security purposes. For security purposes, governments of a country, they establish and own their own public corporations such as airports, seaports, and mining in order to monitor the activity and to avoid foreign control of the economy. For security purposes, governments of a country establishes their own public corporations such as their airports, their seaports, their minting, that is the printing of their money, in order to monitor the activities and to avoid foreign control of the economy. Another reason why the government establishes public corporation is to create employment for citizens. When they create public corporations, they need to put people in these corporations that would ensure the normal running of the corporation, that will ensure the day-to-day running of the corporation, and that would ensure that people get the essential services well. So another reason why we need to establish public corporation is to serve as an avenue for employment for citizens. So public corporations serve as an avenue for employment for the citizens. So the public corporations generate employment for citizens. Also, public corporations ensure efficient management and governmental control of these corporations that provide these essential services to people. It ensures that the corporation is effectively managed by the government. The next thing we'll be looking at is the problems that are facing public corporations. The problems that face public corporation. The first problem that public corporations in Nigeria are facing is frequent government and political interference in the administration, which results in inefficiency. Because the government continually interferes with the affairs of these public corporations, it results in inefficiency. Another thing that another problem that faces the public corporation is favoritism. Favoritism in the appointment of general managers and members of board directors often lead to the enthronement of mediocrity instead of meritocracy. Now, another problem that we have that faces public corporations in Nigeria is favoritism. Is my cousin. You put the person in office. I know him. My family friend. They put people in office based on the fact that they know the person, not based on the talent, not based on the qualifications of the person, but based on the fact that you know the person. The person is your friend. The person is your family. Favoritism affects the smooth working of public offices, and it results in inefficiency in the operations of the public corporation. So another problem that faces public corporation is ethnicity and sectionalism. It tampers with the effective performance of these public corporations. When you put people in office based on the fact that they are from your village, they are from your state, they are from your town, you are not putting these people based on their merit, based on their talent, based on the fact that they are capable, but putting them based on the fact that you are from the same ethnic group, you are Yoruba, you are Hausa, you are from the same village, you are from the same town, from the same local government area, from the same state, will affect the smooth running of these corporations because you are not putting qualified people. So ethnicity and sectionalism, it tampers with the effective performance of public corporations. Another problem facing the public corporation in Nigeria is the nonchalant attitude of the workers of public corporation. When the people working in public corporation do not take their work seriously and they are nonchalant about it, it makes the corporation ineffective, and it results in inefficiency of the corporations. So when the workers of public corporation do not take their work seriously, they see it as nobody's business. It makes the corporation to be ineffective in discharging their duties. And with this, we've come to the end of the class. In this class, we looked at public corporations, the reasons for the establishment of public corporations, the functions of public corporations, and the problems facing public corporations in Nigeria. In the next class, we'll be looking at control of public corporation. Who are the people that control the activities of public corporations?